Hello guys, welcome back again. So today's topic, the part 29. So topic's name we have to name it as I'm desiring to name it as the history of India and Telangana is the main title and the subtitle as the Deccan Plateau. So let us analyze the Deccan Plateau by viewing that geographical condition. So we know about Telangana geographical conditions. So on the northern side, two states, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, as well as the Odisha, and in southern Tamil Nadu, as well as Kerala, and on the western side, Maharashtra, and on the eastern side, we are having Andhra Pradesh, a newly formed state which was divided, recently divided from us. So these are our geographical boundaries, and as historians we have to look out through these conditions first. These geographical conditions and huge forest deposits in northern Telangana and in southern Telangana, like Nalamala forest. These make kind of this one, as well as the river deposits like Godavari basin on the northern side and river Krishna flowing on the southern Telangana. This had made Telangana very much flourish, rich, and as well as mineral deposits which are there in the Telangana plateau. This has made Telangana rich in its mineral deposits and as well as geographical conditions. It has valleys, huge mountains, plains. So the two major river basins, we can take that to Godavari as well as Krishna as important rivers, because on these two rivers basins only the on this beside two river basins only the civilizations existed as per the historians. The river basin of Godavari, the Kotilingala, the place is there. It was said that the people who migrated from Indus Valley civilization, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, to the southern part, maybe the Dravidians or by other names, the people, they selected the river basin, they stopped for some time, or first it is only the spot to stop here. So they stopped, halted at the when they reached Godavari river, and they constructed their temporary houses for that time. It starts from nearly Nanded or Nanaghat, from that area, Nasik area, to the Amravati area, as well as the eastern Godavari and western Godavari, and along up to the Bay of Bengal, up to the place where the river goes and falls into the sea. Then afterwards some people of them, a division of them, settled down at the river Krishna basin. So this is also the major important thing that we have to point out if you have to know about geographically the importance of Telangana in Indian history. So in the Puranas also, the Vishnu Purana, as well as Matsya Purana, Vayu Purana, it was mentioned that there was a people by the main name Telugu, not Telugu, or the Asakas, Andhras, by this name it was mentioned, who lived in between the basins of two rivers and a combination of two rivers. In between two rivers means that two rivers are nothing but river Godavari and river Telangana. And the combination of two rivers means in the southern region of Telangana, where the Krishna river attaches with the Tungabhadra, the place that is very famous, and it has a big temple there. You can see the Alampur temples. It was the place in Mahbubnagar district of Telangana. So now the districts are getting divided, the present political situation of Telangana. Maybe the division, whatever it will be, depends upon the political conditions to rule. but we have to preserve these historical places. So coming back to our topic, how the people situated on these river places. After selecting the land areas, it is a temporary. I use the word temporary. They are not settled here permanently because they are migrating from Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. If you see the Indian map, where is the Harappa and Mohenjo-daro? On the northwestern side, it was in the present Pakistan country, and beside that, many places, two places are there, Lothal and Dholavira, that are now in India. The ruins we can find there. In my future videos, I can give you the pictures also, images also. So, what's the distance? So, the distance is nearly from 2 to 3,000 kilometers. They are traveling if Aryan invaded. Because we learned from our childhood, Aryan invaded. So, Aryan invaded, they overthrew, the war arose, they left the Harappa and Mohenjo-daro sites and they flew. They are traveling. So, they got halt. After traveling a long distance, they halted at river Godavari, and some of them, a group of them, migrated to reach up to the basin of river Krishna. They started their temporal construction. If you see the temples, forts that they built, the reservoirs, the temporary, the Kotilingala. So these are not constructed, not carved. The carvings are not fine as compared with Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. Means they only made, this shows that they only made these places as their temporary residence, not the permanent residence. So at the river Krishna Valley also, at many places, Vijaypuri, the Nagarjuna Konda, as well as in some places like Kondapuram of Medak district, we can get the carvings, rock cuts that are not so much fine and artistically, or the pictures made, but are not made perfectly, because firstly they desire to settle there temporarily by the fear of Aryans. We the people, I think you might have understood, I am comparing the people who are brave, we can call them as Dravidians, and the Telangana people are also comes under Dravidian, as per my theory. We can conclude these Dravidians, before settling down and before reaching the seashore of Kanyakumari, they settled down here. After settling down here for a temporary period, then they migrated to the South India. Then afterwards, children, coming back to topic, by seeing the rock cuts, the forts which were built, some archaeologists and historians say that these forts are very much older, belong to the thousands and thousands of years. That dates exactly matches with the Indus Valley civilization migration period of the Dravidians because of the invasion of Aryans. So this matches. This you have to note down and you have to find out. So after settling down, they seen the two river basins and the profits, the geographical conditions, economical conditions, what they can get, and the animal deposits, the types of animals, so they can easily get their hunt, they can easily catch the fishers for fishery, they can easily do the fishery for surviving, and they're already known about this and they know how to do the agriculture. So here, one thing we have to, a confusion, a question mark comes. If we study about the Indus Valley civilization, we come to know what is the major crop. It was wheat, maize. Never they known about the rice. But here these people tried a new thing. That was the rice crop. If you see Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, these two states are famous for the production of rice. The Andhra people have, because of the river deposit before the formation of Telangana, they have grown the large crops than the Telangana, but monthly this period is also very famous for the rice cultivation. Still we can find the bits of paddy, grains that are found in the pots of the archaeological ruins. So by this we can conclude that we come to the conclusion that this Telangana land is having important. It's a settlement area for the people who are migrating from north toward the south. There were no Cholas, there were no Pandyas, no Pallavas, nothing. Even no Rashtrakutas, no Hoysalas. Here, the southern, the Chalukyas, even no Papatiyas. No, these are our ancestors, the humans. They settled down on the Telangana land because this is the central land. If they had to pass through Kanyakumari, this is the only way. They had to pass through this geographical plateau. So they passed by this way, and afterwards, because of the they might have liked this area very much, they decided to settle down here. Some of them have been shifted from Krishna to up to the river of up to the point of Kanyakumari, and up to there, and maybe they reached the Sri Lanka also. And this is the point. This is a story of migration. Then only migration happened. What happened after the whole migration took place? People settled down on the whole Telangana, not only the Telangana, Maharashtra and Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Sri Lanka, these parts. They started establishing their own empires, kingdoms, such as comparing with the Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. So where are the sites? If you see Rachakonda, Nalgonda, the Nagarjunakonda. So there are some similarities, such as if you see in some villages, I have seen many more places that are having the similarities of Great Bath of Mohenjo-daro. So no one has pointed out. I have seen many books and I have gone through the geographical areas. See, you have seen the pictures of Great Bath. I have seen the footsteps. Here, if any temple, Hindu temple, if you see, observe it clearly, keenly, deeply, the gopura, the mandapa, as well as whatever the idol they used to establish. So if the water resource is there, they used to definitely build the footsteps. Similarly as comparing with Mohenjo-daro's Great Bath. So this technology, the making of steps to reach the water, to take the bath, to take their religious and whatever the conditions, baths or festivals. So they, for agriculture purpose, whatever purpose, they can use the water. But here, especially in temple, it was it was built for taking the holy bath for the noble persons, maybe the kings or the group leaders, that be a clan or that group of humans who migrated from northern part to southern part. So the rock of here, the South India, is not similar to the rock of North India. They use the whatever these mountains, the Antagiri and where here Alir, Jangam, the granite stone, they didn't got the asphalt stone, basalt stone, whatever the stone they got, they started carving upon them. So this we have to take in consideration, and by this point of view we have to think in order to explore, in order to reveal the secrets of our state, Telangana. So people started building here temples. That shows that there is a